Another weekend of violence has one city council member calling for action right now.
Chris Smitherman wants the city to take up the charge as some question if city leaders really have any power to stop the bloodshed. 9 News reporter Janelle Walton live from City Hall with a closer look at his solution. Janelle.
Clyde, Smitherman says it's time to stop sugarcoating the issue. He says African Americans need to start taking responsibility for what he's calling black-on-black gun violence. I spoke to a psychologist today who says Smitherman is right on track here if you really want to get to the root of the violence. Councilmember Christopher Smitherman says there is one thing that keeps happening too much on the streets of Cincinnati: African Americans shooting and killing one another.
We're caught up in, should I call it black-on-black violence? Well, if that gets your attention to say that it's a problem, then let me catch your attention. Because grandma and grandpas are scared to come out of their homes. People are terrified by the level of violence. Psychologist Dr. John Thomas says Smitherman's call for African Americans to join together to solve the problem is a step in the right direction. Thomas says black families need to start looking within for answers.
Actually, I think that there is a lot of help for people related to black-on-black crime. But I think what we have to do is look at some of the origins of that black-on-black crime. And I think that a lot of the origins of the crime has to do with abandonment, rejection, and neglect in the family system.
Thomas says some repeat offenders may have grown up in a household where they were neglected and abused, which eventually led to anger and then violence on the streets.
If people really got down to business and worked with people to help them deal with their underlying pain and rejection, I think that that could go a long ways to help some people. Now, you're not going to save everybody, but you can save a number of people.
Smitherman is also calling on his fellow council members to come up with a comprehensive plan to address the gun violence.
How do we as a city, for an example, give money to Crime Stoppers in order to accelerate the rewards to increase the probability of people coming and telling what happened?
Smitherman says the city also needs to review those programs that they're putting city funds into. He says if the programs don't appear to really be making a difference to stop some of this violence, then they need to move the money someplace else where it is going to help. Clyde.
Janelle Walton reporting live at City Hall this evening. Still ahead.